Hey, what's up, folks? This is Imhotep from Supreme Webmaster, and you can reach us at www.supreme-webmaster.com. So, first, I want to apologize if that first video on Twitter was a little bit confusing and you're still sort of lost as to what Twitter is and what the purpose of it is and things like that. Maybe this video will clear it up. I'm going to make this one real short and sweet, and we're going to talk about Tweetdeck. Tweetdeck is one of the applications that you can use to manage your Twitter account. Now, the thing I like about Tweetdeck is that I have all of these various columns. I have all friends, I have different replies of people that have replied to me, I have direct messages, and then I have custom searches that I've created. And so there's one search that I just created for this particular video, which is the dating topic. So maybe if you're interested in dating, then what you can do with Tweetdeck is, let me just back up a little bit. Let me close that, trash that. Is that you can do a custom search. All right, so you can do a search on dating. You can do a search on real estate, what have you. And then you get to basically pick up any conversations going on Twitter that have to do with that topic. And then if that's your expertise, then you can get right in the mix and join in on the conversation. And that's also another way where you can build up your following. And so I have a few different searches going on using Tweetdeck so that I can see what people are talking about. If there's a specific person maybe that you want to keep up on that may be very popular on Twitter, let's do Oprah. I know she recently had something on Twitter. Do Oprah. And then give it a second or two, and it will populate anyone talking about Oprah or anything like that. And of course, there's a bunch of people talking about Oprah. So, and Tweetdeck sort of mimics the Twitter.com interface. Now, with Twitter, you have 140 characters worth of typing. So you can't type any more than 140 characters. So what Twitter tries to do is closely resemble a thought that you might have in your head. And then you type it into Twitter, and then all of your followers and all the people in your network see that particular message. So if you just take a look at some of the messages here, all of it is basically chock full of valuable information. Links, a lot of people post links which are very popular at this moment. Are you coming from a state of inspiration or desperation? A lot of the people that I follow and that follow me are very positive. That's the type of people that I want to have on my network. Very positive people that are talking about something relevant, entrepreneurs, marketers, advertisers. Basically, it doesn't really even matter the business. I mean, I have a bunch of marketing people because that's the field that I'm in, but as long as they're positive, if they're doing something interesting, then I love to chat with them, and hear about what they're doing. And so basically, Twitter gives you a glimpse into someone else's world. And it's so immediate. So if you're on Twitter, and the most the high quality people on Twitter are the ones that have a lot of updates. Those are the people that do a lot of twittering. So they may have 5 to 10 to 20 messages a day. So they may have a message in the morning, they may have a message in the afternoon, in the evening, They may post a lot of links that are of a very valuable nature, and those are the people that are really doing very well on Twitter, that have a huge amount of following. There's a bunch of people like that. Let's take this guy for instance. I know this guy. He's let's see, yeah, he's got almost 80,000 people following him, and you see a bio: dating coach, author, social media innovator, brand, individual fire starter, karaoke, blah blah blah, and so you see the bio, you see the picture, then you see what the guy's talking about, and you're like, wow, okay, I want to definitely be in touch with this guy. So that's what you have on Twitter. It's sort of like it's not just about following a celebrity. Get that out of your head. If you're an entrepreneur, who cares about the celebrities? Unless, of course, it helps you out in your business. But I find that the celebrities just don't come close to what the regular, quote unquote, regular folks on here have to offer, as far as information, as far as networking opportunities and things like that. So, but I'm not trying to knock the celebrities, but you may hear a lot about the celebrities that are on Twitter, but there's so much more than that going on Twitter. So again, this is just a quick one, and then you see the different people that you're following and that are following you. You can reply to them, you can retweet them, which basically it reposts the message that they submitted, and then you have an opportunity to add to that post if you want, keeping in mind that you only have 140 characters. Or you can direct message a particular person, and then that sends a message directly to them and no one else. So those are some of the basic ways that you can use Twitter. Alright, so check out video 3. We're going to go into even more killer tips, techniques, so that you can set up your Twitter account and you can start to go viral, build a huge following, and which will benefit your business in the long run. Alright, so again, this is Supreme Webmaster. You can reach us at www.supreme-webmaster.com. Thanks again. Peace.